Hi guys, it's Taylor. Welcome back to my channel, / welcome back me to my channel. This is not a channel that I use all the time. We're gonna pretend like I'm an actual YouTuber. Please excuse the sunburn that I didn't know I had until I woke up this morning and could not move my crispy skin. You're welcome for that visual. But anyways, hi guys. Today I'm going to be doing my everyday quarantine summer face makeup. It has a lot of names because I don't know yet what I'm calling it. So basically, I don't know why it took me so long. It took a literal 3-month quarantine for me to decide that I liked really nice, soft, dewy, natural makeup. I've been doing my makeup pretty consistently for probably about 6 years now. And through that whole time, I was like, no, I'm a matte bitch. I'm oily. I only do matte makeup. I only like powdering my face. I want it to be smooth and matte. And part of that was just the times, you know, matte makeup was definitely more in a few years back. And then all these girls started being like, no, I'm a dewy, glowy goddess. And I'm like, but I'm sweaty. It just never quite clicked in my head. It never really worked for me. And then I got to the point where I was at home for 3 months doing nothing. And I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna go out in public, I just kind of want to maintain this chill vibe that I've got for myself now that I've been stuck in the house for 3 months. And I want to exude that on the outside, but also not look like I haven't slept in 6 weeks. So the happy medium was finding a dewy look that I liked, and I actually have really been loving this look. I've been doing it quite a bit. It's pretty much the only thing I wear when I go out. Also, excuse me that right now like my brows look crazy for my face because they're the only thing that's done, but I am in the process of also filming a brow video that will be coming at you. I don't know which video is coming out first, but it will either be linked down below and up in a card now, or it will be linked later once I upload it. But anyway, I have been getting a lot of comments when I've been posting stuff, and when I say a lot, I'm not saying I'm a big YouTuber and people are commenting all over my stuff. No, nobody knows. It's my friends. It's like 5 people. But I've been getting comments about my current like face routine and my brows and stuff like that, so I want to bring both of those to you guys. So the brow routine, like I said, is going to be a separate video. It is either already up or it will be up shortly, and now I'm going to be doing my face and showing you all the stuff that I've been doing to make my oily skin still last with a soft, glowy face routine. So that's not going to be the title because that's long and clunky, but there will eventually be a title, and that is why you're watching. So if you too are an oily ass bitch and you just want to have that cute glowy face routine, go ahead and give this a try. Keep watching and tell me what you think. So first things first, I want to get my hair out of my face, and I don't really love using headbands, so I've just been using these clips that came with my hair curling wand thing. Can you tell I haven't made a legit video in a good long time because I can't speak. Now that the main hair is out of my face, we are going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, I've already done my brows. I like to do those first things regardless of what method I've been using, but lately I have been doing soap brows, so that's why they look nice and plump. I also think that a good soap brow goes really nicely with this, or a laminated brow or something like that. Just something that looks nice and fluffy and very natural, but at the same time a little bit put together. I like that kind of look with this makeup look, so that's what I've been doing lately, and like I said, that video will be up. So the number one thing that has been helping me out with this, because I do still need to powder my face a little bit when I do any makeup look, otherwise it just completely runs and it looks really gross. So the thing that's been helping me kind of maintain that nice dewy look but still be able to powder to avoid the extra oil is the Catrice Illuminating Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. So what I do, you have to shake this every time you use it because it has like all the kind of, I don't want to say glitter, but it's kind of like a really fine glitter. All of the shine will kind of like settle to the bottom, so you want to be sure that you're shaking this literally every time you're using it. So like spray it, if you have to spray it again 5 minutes later, shake it again because like it needs it all the time. But I'm just gonna shake this and then I'm going to spray it on my face. I have a tendency to overspray, so I've been really trying to like not waste product lately. Don't know how well it's working. Then I do still like to go in with a primer that I was using. I kind of go back and forth between 2 of them. I go back and forth between the Hangover RX from Too Faced. This has been like a ride or die for me. It's something that maintains the moisture in my skin no matter what kind of look I'm doing. I'll put this under even like a super matte look to make sure that it's not sucking all the moisture out of my face. But I did get this one in, I think it was in my Cause box actually. It is the Pure 4-in-1 Correcting Primer with aloe, coconut water, and probiotics. So I think I'm probably gonna use a little bit of this and a little bit of the Hangover RX today, just because I'm that bitch now. So I like to put quite a bit on there because again, the point is that I want to constantly be maintaining moisture in my skin. Plus, the more moisturized your skin is, the less natural oils it will create. So also I'm doing this on freshly washed skin, and I'm just gonna kind of pat it into everything. Oh my god, my nails look so ratchet. Do people even say ratchet anymore? Is that still a word? So that is what I end up with. The nice thing is it does still have it's very hydrated, but it also has a little bit of that tackiness, which definitely comes from the pure one. So that's why I kind of like to combine them, because it's extra moisture plus the actual benefits of like a face primer. Once I have done that, lately I've liked going in and spot concealing a couple things. I've been having really bad stress breakouts lately. That's a whole other topic. 3 months of isolation is doing it to me. But anyway, so I just like to go over any little spots that I may have. Obviously it's not as bad today, and no joke, that is why I decided to film this today. So please don't feel like my skin is any special kind of thing. It's just I chose the best day to do this. And so I'm just gonna spot correct a couple of things with the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer in the shade Light Ivory. And I just like to go in, I use the Real Techniques sponge, and I just like to go in and kind of dab that in just so I can kind of have a base down, even though I am also putting something else on over it. I just like to have a little bit of that. Got these rosy cheeks going on. So once I have spot corrected and gotten everything a little bit more under control, then I go in with the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream, tried and true. I've used this forever. I'm using the shade medium right now, and actually for my super tan skin, I've gotten very tan. Oh my god, then my card is full. Just cannot get this to work today. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, my tan skin. So I've been sun tanning a lot because there's nothing else to do. So I've just been outside a lot. I've been taking a lot of walks. I've been trying to get to the pool now that it is finally open, thank God. So I've gotten fairly tan. So this is actually a little bit light for the rest of me right now, but I just put on tons of bronzer right now because I'm too cheap to buy another one. So I just put that in my little soap dish, and then I just kind of go straight at it with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. I love the Real Techniques sponges because I actually like having the flat side for foundation versus having just an all the way around one like a beauty blender. Plus they're a hell of a lot cheaper. I make sure to very well blend down my neck and chin and everything like that. You can see this like line where I tan here and I don't really tan here because my head's always over it. My god, I'm a mess. So I'm just kind of gonna do that all over. I try to be very careful to not touch my brows if I've done soap brows, because I don't want to have to like go in and clean anything out of it. I want them to be able to stay as they are. And I'll basically just use up one entire pump all over my whole face, because it's a pretty substantial amount that comes out when you like pump out of this. So one pump is usually enough. Sometimes if I'm extra spotty on my face or anything, I will grab some more, but for right now I think that's kind of doing it. Again, you can see this does not match my shoulders right now. It's a pretty good match for the rest of me, but it is still a little bit light. But like I said, we will handle that with bronzer, and this will just look funny because I'm sunburnt. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in places that I don't want to necessarily highlight, but that still may need a little extra coverage. Again, with that LA Girl concealer. It's just a really nice match for kind of the shade that I use in the IT Cosmetics CC cream. So it's a nice way to kind of like have the same look but get a little extra coverage. Okay, perfect. The thing I like about this is you can still see a little bit of my skin through it, but for the most part it is pretty nice and smoothed and perfected. So what I'm gonna do next is take another squirt of that Prime and Fine Mist. And then I just like to dab my beauty blender back around. I always call it a beauty blender and it's not. Take my sponge and go all around my face again to kind of lock in that shine. You can see it definitely like gives a nice reflect to the skin, which is again whatever the glowy stuff is that's in there. I really love it. Then I'm gonna go in with a concealer that's actually in a color that I use for a little bit more of like a highlighting kind of thing. I know some people aren't into this anymore. I still like the look that it gives me. I don't go too light. This is the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Neutral 22N. I literally make the tiniest little dab in the places that I want it. So this has literally lasted me so long. Probably actually, it might be considered expired. 6 months? Ooh, yeah, potentially, but whatever. If I die, I die. At least I'm beautiful. Okay, so I'm just going to tap that around with the pointy end of my sponge. This is going to simultaneously add some extra concealing for my dark circles and stuff like that. And also it's going to highlight a bit. And I'm actually gonna drag that portion along my eyelids. I don't like using my foundation up on my eyelids just because it can be a little more oily. Shape Tape is a fairly dry concealer, so I feel more comfortable putting it on my eyelids. Plus, it's kind of my last step and I know I'm gonna powder next. Okay, once I've got that where I want it, I am going to take the tiniest, and when I say the tiniest, I literally mean the tiniest bit of the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. This is in the shade 120. I literally haven't bought this in so long because these last me a long time. So I don't know if there's another type or another color that I would like because this is just what I have. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that on the other side, the other pointed side of my sponge. And I'm just going to very lightly dab that underneath my eye. Really the only parts of my face that I'm concerned about like setting are my under eyes and then my eyelids. Sometimes a little bit around like the nose area, like the nasolabial crease or the bridge of my nose if I'm planning on like wearing sunglasses or something like that. I might do a little extra powder. For today, I don't really plan on wearing a whole lot on my face or going outside a ton, so I'm just gonna focus it on the eyes. This keeps that from getting too gooey, because sometimes I feel like when you can see, like, I hate using that word for it, but you see like little bits of foundation or concealer in the creases under your eye there, especially when my skin gets kind of like oily. I'll see little bits of it and it just looks goopy and gross, so not my fave. That is literally all the setting that I'm gonna do. Sometimes I will dab just a little bit between here, or like I said, I'll focus on the nasolabial crease or right in here. But since I'm not wearing anything, there wasn't anything on that, I'm just gonna leave it as is. I cannot stress enough, even for the oily girls, because believe me, I feel you. I look like I've been sweating for 6 million years if I go outside for like 5 minutes. Don't powder a whole lot more than that. That's pretty much all you need. Next, I'm going to go in with some bronzer. I don't do this every single day, but especially as I have been getting a lot more tan and it's not matching my CC cream as well, I'd just like to go in with something, just some kind of baked bronzer. I'm literally using one from Hard Candy that I've had forever. It is so beyond expired, but again, can't be bothered. I'm just gonna take it on. This is the Real Techniques blush brush. It's nice and fluffy, so I really like it for summer bronzing because I literally am just gonna take it all over my face. Not contouring with this. I am putting it in the places where I would contour, but I'm not going for like a sharp look. I am looking for something that is gonna give me just a nice sunny glow, but also deposit a little bit of darkness and depth in there. I'm gonna pop a little bit down here. I know that's not where you'd normally put like a bronzer. It's where you put like a contour bronzer, but this is what I got. And I do want to blend a little bit into my neck as well with everything. I just literally have, it's like a choker ring of like not tan skin. Some days I will wear that, some days I won't. Some days I will wear blush, some days I won't. Today, just for the full shebang, I'm gonna put just a tiny bit of blush on. I don't need to tell you what it is, but I'm going to anyway. It's the NARS Orgasm Blush. It's the only blush that I ever use because everything else that I try, unless I'm going for a specifically super pinky look, everything else I try I absolutely hate. This one's just, it's got the right, it's just enough peachy, not so much that it looks like you just threw up bronzer a little bit higher. It's definitely still pink, but I have a very yellow shade to me, hashtag Asian probs, but I definitely, especially when I am a little bit more tan, I need something that's not gonna be too like bubblegum pink. So that's why I love this one. It's just peachy enough. We're in a pretty good spot. You could or could not do that part. That's entirely up to you. If you're not as into blush or bronzer or anything like that, you don't have to. I just like with the bronzer and with the flex in the blush, it gives me just a little bit of extra glow. Now I'm going to highlight. Some people are not into blinding highlight anymore. I understand it may be outdated. People might not love it anymore. And to that I say, I don't give a single crap. I love how highlight looks. I love how it makes me feel. It makes me feel very glowy and just, I think it helps enhance the dew where it's not just actual sweat or oil on my face, but it definitely is enhanced by that. So I'll put on some nice highlight. If I get sweaty, who's gonna know? Is it highlight? Is it sweat? We don't know. So what I've been using lately, I've been using the Ofra Cosmetics Nikki Tutorials Highlighting Trio. So it comes with Space Baby, Glazed Donut, and Glow Goals. And I've been using a little bit of Glazed Donut and Glow Goals. So I kind of mix them. This is the Morphe M509 brush. And I just tap that. I kind of tap and swipe down a little bit, right on the cheekbone there. It's so good. I don't think I'm ever not gonna be about that blinding highlight, but I also said I didn't think I would ever not be about super matte makeup, so I guess you never know. I always like to do the tip of my nose. I don't like to do my whole nose. I don't know why. Do I look a little bit like a scarecrow? Sure, whatever. And then the other thing I like to do is just dab my finger in a little bit of it and pop it right right in this little spot right here. I don't know why. That's how I like to do my nose, just one and one. And then sometimes I'll dab the extra down there, but I don't love to do that constantly, so perfect. Blend it in. Now, this is just a face tutorial. I'm not gonna do anything special on my eyes today, but what I do like to do, no matter what, just to have a little something up there and kind of enhance the glow, I like to take a little, it's just like a flat angled brush, and I like to do the same highlight right under here. Oh, look at how much more lifted that brow looks, and I already did soap brows, so like they're pretty lifted right now. Oh, I love it. I find myself in everyday, because I watch a lot of ASMR, it just helps reduce my anxiety, helps me sleep, and I find myself in everyday situations like doing little things that they do for like sounds, like I'll all the time or something, or I'll like do this with my fingers and I'm like, stop. So I will always do highlight right there, even if I'm not doing other eye makeup or anything like that, or even if all I'm doing on my face is like concealer and highlight, I'll always do that area. And then I've been liking, again, a nice bright inner corner as well. These highlighters are some of my favorite powder highlighters. I just feel like they go on so creamy, they blend so nicely into your skin. They give you that really, I mean, it's the glazed donut glow, but it's not in like a gross wet way or anything like that. I don't know, they just give like the perfect look, but they're not too powdery either. Love it. Okay, nice bright inner corner, nice bright brow bone. And then of course, I like to give a little love to my Cupid's bow and that whole kind of top of the lip area. I just kind of blend that out with the fluffier brush. Boom. The thing that has been making my highlight be really what I want it to be lately though, my last little trick. A little bit of that Prime and Fine from Catrice, and make sure it is the pink one that says Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. They have a couple of them, so make sure it's that dewy one. And I will spray this part of my Real Techniques sponge. One good spritz. Do you see the enhanced glow? Like what? It just deposits enough of those extra little particles from the spray. It gives it a little bit of that wet look, and then I'll kind of just continue to dab over it, and then one last run with the brush. I look like a crazy person right now doing all this highlight, but it's my fave. And then I'll just continue, I won't spray anymore, but I'll continue to go back in with the kind of damp sponge and just kind of helps everything melt into the skin, give it that natural look, as natural as it can be and be blinding, but oof, yes. I love it. Perfect. Some days I will do like other eyeshadow, mascara, that kind of thing. I may go do just a bit off camera. I don't know. I am going to a girls' night tonight, so I kind of want to have a little bit of something on just for funsies since I'm actually leaving the house. I'm gonna go kind of do whatever else I want to do on that, and then we can come back and revisit the face. Okay, I've zoomed you back out. I'm going to go ahead now and set my face. Sometimes I will go in with a Catrice one more time and set with that, but today I don't feel like I need to do that, so I'm going to go with the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. I also have the Urban Decay De-Slick, but I kind of want to leave a little bit of that natural oil on my face right now, so I'm just gonna go with the All Nighter. Again, with the oversetting. Gonna go ahead and let my hair down. Oh, finally covers that awful tan line, thank God. Okay, so I brought you down a little bit to a nicer level. With that, here is the completed look for the face right now. Literally all I did was just put a little bit of like a crease shadow in. I used some of the colors from the Jaclyn Hill palette. Another thing, it's the original one too, like the white one. Another thing I've liked is using the shade Soleil and the shade Zam from the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Jackie Aina palette. I've literally just been taking that on my ring finger and like dabbing it on my eyelid. I didn't want something quite as bejeweled on my eyes today. I wanted to keep it a little more low-key there and just have the focus be the face, so that is why I just went with the highlight. But I've been loving this look. It lasts quite a bit of time on me. Like we went to the winery a couple of weekends ago to hang out with some friends. It was literally like 93 degrees and we were outside for like 2 hours, and It was still looking pretty nice afterwards. Definitely you do sweat through it a little bit, so just make sure that, you know, if you're really wanting to maintain it and have it look as nice as it did before, bring a couple blotting pads with you or bring some extra setting spray or whatever, but I've just been liking letting it go. It kind of naturally shifts from this really blinding highlight to my own oily, sweaty face. Sounds really gross, looks pretty cute. Oh my god, I almost forgot, lips. I have all these weird cuts because I keep forgetting stuff, and then it's like everything's out of order. I did want to show you the lip combination that I have been loving to wear with this look. I always start with the Jack Black Intense Therapy Lip Balm in the Natural Mint and Shea Butter flavor or scent or whatever. It is SPF 25, so it's a nice protection, especially for the summertime, and this is literally the only lip balm that I will use at all. It keeps my lips from doing the crusty thing, it keeps my lips from doing the goopy thing. I just love it so much. So anyway, I've started with that, and I just like to wear it for a little bit and let it kind of chill on the lips, or sometimes I will blot it a little bit with a towel. Then I'm going to go in with the NYX lip liner. I have the shade 810 Natural, and then I also have the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Soft Spoken. I kind of go back and forth between these today. I'm kind of feeling more of the natural. And I just start with an outline. Obviously, you know how to line your lips. I like to build them up just a little bit around my cupid's bow too. Not even necessarily to like plump them a whole lot or anything, but almost just to like increase the definition on my cupid's bow. I think that spot is so cute, so I just like to kind of make it a little more dramatic. And I do get the benefits of a little plump as well. I do like to overline my bottom lip quite a bit, and then I just bring a little more of it onto the body of my lip. Then I like to go in with the Buxom Power Plump Lip Balm. This is in the shade Glowing. I like to take a little bit of this and just dab it. I love the type of plumping stuff that Buxom has in it. It just feels so good. It's not like overly tingly or anything like that, but it is just the perfect like cooling sensation. It feels really great, especially when it's hot out, so that's why I always keep one of their glosses or something on me. I just feel like it creates a nice natural but very plump and cute look. And then I just bring a little more pencil in to kind of blend it. Last but not least, the golden child of all my lip looks. I've been using the Buxom Full On Plumping Lip Polish in the shade Sugar. I use this with literally any lip combo that I do. I just think it looks so nice. It is the perfect pinky nude, but it also at the same time almost doesn't even deposit color. It just is like this really nice shimmery plumping gloss. Then sometimes I will just do a little bit of a smooch onto a tissue just so I don't have quite so much of like the so much stuff on my lips. It still gives off the same, you know, look, but just takes away a little bit of the goop. And then with that, that is the completed look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, or if you didn't enjoy it, I hope that I could at least offer however many minutes of something to fill the void of being home alone for 3 months. Oh my god, please don't ever do that again. That was so embarrassing. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this and that you are also making the most of your quarantine in any way. Tell me kind of what you guys have been doing down below. This can be literally just taking the time to take naps and have self-care, or it could be going on walks, or just whatever you've been doing. I think it's encouraging to kind of know what people have been up to, so leave a comment for me down below. Also, please leave comments if you have any products for a look like this that you have been liking as well. I know that a lot of times my friends will come to me and ask me makeup questions and stuff like that, but I also want to flip it around on you. If you have anything that you've been really loving, please let me know in the comments down below. If you are so inclined, please also like and subscribe. I post videos when I want to, for fun, or because a friend asked me to. And with that, I believe we're all done. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will probably see you again, maybe. I don't know.